Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World 3, back again to do some more trips, and this time back again on Birmingham Cross City, which, although I'd planned to do this today, is actually more relevant because I was actually here yesterday. I ended up, through a series of events, at Bromsgrove, where I came in on a 323, and I actually sat there whilst waiting for Anne train. A train called Anne. So yeah, we can do a few trips up and down the Birmingham Cross City route in the 323, which is in the awesome Pride livery as done by Crispy. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello. It's going out on a Saturday because that's when it's going out. Other content from me is some other things on some other days. That's that done. There'll be links in the description below to where you can get this route for Train Sim World 3. There'll be a link down there to the Twitch page where you can watch me live on the Twitch, and a link down there to the Discord server as well. No, I don't. Why have I given up service? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you. Blimey. Okay. Okay, Rob, service. So yeah, that was. I'm good at this, aren't I? So yeah, went to Busfest yesterday, which wasn't very good. Ended up getting on a train to Birmingham, and ended up coming out here to Bromsgrove on the 323, and then back into Birmingham again, which is really good fun. So thought, well, I was going to do this anyway, so I thought we'd do this. And yeah, farming's tonight, CN. So yeah, hi to Ethan, who's currently on a train, and Trent as well. Let's get going then. Otherwise, we won't do that. Why is the fan on? We turn the fan off. Why is it that hot? Is there a control for the fan? Cab aircon. Cab lights. I've just seen something with cab fan. I'm sure I've just seen something with cab fan. Hang on, cab fan. Thank you. No, I want it off. I don't want it on. Thank you, because that's rather noisy. Right, open doors. Yeah, we thought at first, when we first got on the 323 yesterday, that it was actually noisier. Hang on. Yeah, it was actually noisier in real life than it was in reality, but it's because we were underground in New Street. So when we got outside, it actually does sound really good. And yeah, I was slightly rolling back there. Well, it left it in neutral, didn't it? You quite enjoyed the sound of a fan. But I'm turning it off because it's noisy. So yeah, I was supposed to start this in New Street, get a train out here, but there was no trains. So I ended up coming out here. So I did a whole line run down to Lichfield, Trent Valley, and then maybe back again. We'll see. But yeah, it's quite cool that I was actually here on this platform, sat in that there seat yesterday, and walked up over the bridge and went and found the co-op, which had a shop assistant that all four of us that were there, we think he was asking us if we wanted a bag. We weren't sure. But yeah, actually it does look like Bromsgrove Station. So yeah, really good representation. Yeah, we are in a Pride livery. That's what it is. The doors actually open because it's saying they are. Hang on. It's because I... Okay, forget that. It's because I rolled back, wasn't it? Okay, I'm doing well. Bromsgrove. No. It started well. Right, Barnt Green next then. Yeah, moving forward will probably help. You can tell it's a Pride livery by the way that it is. Yesterday there was me, Nico, Stokey, Trent, Derek, Ethan, and Crispy. Why is the train gay? It's not gay, it's the Pride livery. Right, so up the Licky Incline. Towards Barn Green. And yeah, it was actually quite cool to hear the audio of the actual train and then do it in Train Sim World. This week I'm also going to be on the Riviera line in reality, going down and doing that, and going to be doing although it's not in Train Sim World or Train Sim Classic, going to do some trips around Cardiff as well at the end of the week. So up the hill, it was me and my short minions. It was a bit yesterday. I did feel like the tallest person in the room. Oh, okay, that's a glitch. Thank you very much, Train Sim. The scout leader. Well, I did feel a bit, when we were walking around the museum, I did feel a bit school teachery because everyone was just following me. Derek's shorter than me. Everyone there was shorter than me yesterday. But yeah, so Crispy's done this awesome Pride livery for this one. It's looking rather good. Take a cleaner screenshot for thumbnail. The BFG. Well, who says I'm friendly? Were you holding a flag so they can find? No, not quite. I was wearing a bright orange hoodie, so I couldn't be missed. Although when I took it off, they were like, "Where's he gone?" All right, 1.3 miles to first stop. Hi, Great Western. Any ridiculous outfits yesterday? No. No, everyone was well behaved. Oh, apart from Ethan kept touching cars in the museum where they quite clearly said don't touch. That was the only issue. He kept putting his sticky mitts all over everything. Oh, there was some horniness going on, yeah. But it was good, actually, to dash into Birmingham. We didn't plan on it. I was planning on going back to Leamington Spa and then had to drop Ethan home back in London and then come back home myself. I was starting to... Coming down the M4, I had the window open. I was starting to struggle a bit. But feeling good today. Right. So yeah, it's quite cool to actually go on routes that are in Train Sim and Train Sim World. Actually, Wednesday I'm going to be doing the Leamington Harbour thing, which is also in Train Sim. So actually been doing that for the first time. So that's going to be quite cool. Right, we have arrived at Barn Green. Yeah, it was a long day. I was up before 5. Although I got back here at like 8:30. Obviously drove from here to Leamington Spa, then to the venue, then back to Leamington Spa. Obviously walking around the venue, then went into Birmingham, up to Bromsgrove, back to Birmingham, back to Leamington Spa, then had to drive from Leamington Spa to London, and then London to Swindon. So, bit of driving. Not as much as Nico did, but, you know. Right, Longbridge. Yeah, so Wednesday's the Livingston branch, and maybe to Christchurch, somewhere else possibly. Thursday doing the new station at Marsh Barton, so doing Exeter and also going down to Paignton and Torquay, and maybe Dawlish. And Friday is back to Cardiff, do some of the lines around Cardiff, and of course going back to Barry Island because you got to. And then maybe stay a bit closer to home on Saturday because it's a long day. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Ethan's currently on his way to Scotland on a train. He's got a few long days ahead, so yeah. But a week off work where I'm going to make use of it. Have I turned into a train geek? Not a train geek. I like transport. I like travelling. So it's all about the transport and the going somewhere for me, rather than the how you get there. I'm happy to drive to somewhere. I'm happy to go on a bus, a train, a plane, a boat. It's about the actual travelling, rather than the getting geeked out by a train. I'm not bothered by what train I'm on, as long as it gets me to where I'm going. So yeah, normal Sunday farming stream. We'll be back next Sunday at lunchtime. This evening, though, we'll be back for some more farming. And then tomorrow, I think I'm going to be doing Railway Empire 2 at lunchtime. And then tomorrow night, going to try some Derail Valley. So definitely a bit trainy. And then Tuesday night, maybe some Train Sim Classic. And then taking a few days off. So won't be here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but we're back on Sunday lunchtime next week with some farming, and then back into normal schedule the week after. Right, we got a red. There's now a green. Yay. Oh, of course I put it into emergency, didn't I? Oh no, we're okay. Yeah, these trains actually do sound like this, which is quite cool. Hearing that motor noise yesterday. Right, and we come to Longbridge, where Rover used to be, or Austin Rover back in the day. Now it's all houses, I think. I think even MG's gone from there now. And we arrive at Longbridge. Yeah, I do like this livery. Crispy might be an idiot, but, you know, he can do something right. I'm sure we'll find out one day what that is. Oh, locked doors. Of course, you don't get very long with this, do you? Right, Northfield. I've got a Pride train coming the other way, look. Birmingham, Manchester, 80 miles, 70, 80 miles. Ah, it does look cool. Yeah, Nico's from Leeds originally, I think. So yeah, I do plan on going back for a day as well and trekking around Birmingham. Right, Northfield. Definitely warming towards Train Sim World 3. Every time I come back into this now, which I've done it a lot over the last week, appreciate how really good it is. Break. And log left. Yeah, I do like that livery. I like what he's done with the Sims and stuff thing up in the corner as well. Good job there, Crispy. Crispy, by the way, is in Birmingham still, riding around on buses today. Everyone's everywhere. Ethan's heading for Edinburgh. Crispy's in Birmingham. No one's where they should be. Right, Kings Norton. Peace. Well, yeah. Until Wednesday. I've got 3 days of quietness. Yeah, you know, in all fairness to Crispy, he has done a really good job with all these liveries that he's done. Well, he likes buses, CN. It's just a shame with this route there isn't more other traffic. There's a few fast trains came past us yesterday when we were on this, but I suppose they're not in the game because, well, they're not in the game. Shame, really. All right, Kings Norton. I'm really enjoying going back to some of these routes, like Transpennine we did recently, Trent Valley, and this. You forget how good these routes really are. And obviously the 323 being in Glossop, nice to use it in this as well. So we'll do a 4-line run to Litchfield. Yes, Hawkton. So the basically infrastructure is owned by or managed by Network Rail, and then different train companies run on them. Lock doors. Mile to go. Bourneville, where the chocolate comes from. Although, is much of it still manufactured there? I don't know. They got so many plants around the globe now, I should imagine, Cadbury. Yummy chocolate indeed. You just put the destination in. So you don't have to worry about who manages it, pretty much. You just buy the ticket. You can buy a lot of them online, which are generally cheaper as well. Yeah, so you just go to the ticket machine, go, right, I want to go to here, return or whatever. You'll print your ticket out, and then, a bit like anything, you just check the departure board and get on the train. You shouldn't really need to worry whose train it is. But your ticket will be valid. You know, it's like if I got a train from here to Birmingham, well, I could end up going on a couple of different train companies' trains, but my ticket will be valid the whole way. Or if you're going up to Edinburgh, you could be on like 3 different train companies. Or like I can get a ticket from where I am into London going on the underground as well, and your ticket will work. Yeah, having a rail card helps as well. I've got a rail card, or me and Ethan have got a rail card, or 2 together, because we spend so much time on trains together, and that saves you a third of the cost. So, which is really good value. Even the stuff we're doing this week, we're just saving so much money. And even yesterday, made use of it. Right, Selly Oak, where the hospital is, coming up. Yeah, so it was really cool to actually be on this line yesterday, on a 323. It was discussed when we left Busfest. It was like, should we go? Well, so let's go to Birmingham, and then decide from there. We did. Got to Moore Street, went to New Street. And it's like, have we got time to do it? Yeah, let's do it. Because you have to be back to Leamington for a certain time, for me to then drive back to London for a certain time. But past the canal. Well, that's the problem, isn't it? In the States, it's so big compared to here. You know, sometimes if you're flying up to like Edinburgh, it can be cheaper to fly, but then you've got to get to the airport. So by the time you've driven to the airport, parked, hung around for an hour before your flight, flown to where you're going, gone through the whole departure arrivals process, got your bags, and then got into the centre, it can be cheaper just to get the train. Depends on what's more important to you, saving money or saving time. Right, we are arrived at Selly Oak. So sometimes it's time is the factor. I've done that this week. You know, we're going down to Devon on Thursday, and factoring in the time to drive there, or the time to get a train closest. To get a train from here to there was flipping expensive, so we're actually driving an hour south of here to get the train, and saving sort of quite a bit of money for the sake of an hour's drive. So done. So even combining the two can save you money and time. Right, University is the next stop. See, that'd be the equivalent of going from here to Edinburgh. What's that in Alexa? What's $175 in pounds?
175 US dollars is about 137 pounds and 75 pence.
So not bad. Yeah, that's not a bad price. My favourite route on Train Sim World 3, it probably still is Great Western Express because I like the dieselness of it. But really like West Cornwall Local because, again, DMU and quite a nice run from Penzance. This is a really good route, actually. Don't forget, anybody on PC that's looking for DLC, there's a hell of a deal on a Humble Bundle at the moment. For about £11, you can get like the game and 15 DLC. So if you're on PC and you're contemplating this, that is the bargain of a century. If you're watching this on YouTube, that's already finished. Yeah, East Coast Way's really nice. Right, 5 ways. And I do love this Pride livery. Again, anybody on PC, the liveries are available. Just type the word Sims, S-I-M-S, into the livery search, and you can get them.
Yeah.
What, the Edinburgh to Glasgow? Yeah, I'm not a fan of the train. I like the route. I don't like the train. And Sim Orion, thank you very much for the follow. I should really go back and do that again. Again, Ethan from the community will be doing that route tomorrow. Tuesday, he's doing Edinburgh to Glasgow to Edinburgh. So he'll be on that there route. Michael, 36 months, 3 of the years, Michael. Thank you very much for your continued support. That's many, many of the months. Why am I going so slow? I don't know. So yeah, a week of trains for Ethan. Yesterday, Birmingham. Today, Scotland. Tomorrow, still Scotland. Tuesday, across to Glasgow and back to London. Wednesday, Lymington. Thursday, Devon. Friday, Cardiff. Saturday, somewhere. Sunday, back to London. He's going to explode with excitement, isn't he? Right, 5 ways and then into New Street. Yeah, there are some really good deals for flights, but yeah, you've got to include the getting to the airport and getting from the airport into the centre of Edinburgh. If I was going to do that, I'd get the train. We have arrived at 5 ways. Nitro. And now the underground bit into New Street. I was trying to read that. Dare Rail fan. Hi. Yeah, stream-wise, so we got some farming tonight in multiplayer. Tomorrow lunchtime, I'm going to take my first look at Railway Empire 2. Can't remember how long ago I played the first one. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to give Derail Valley another go, because that's had a big update. And then Tuesday night, going to do some Train Sim Classic. Right. So let's slow it down as we come into New Street through the tunnels. Is this the last new British route? I'm guessing BR, British. Glossop line was the last one, which is really good. But because I was physically on this line yesterday, I was going to do this anyway because of the 323, which is also used on Glossop. But yeah, I was actually on this route yesterday. In we come. So yeah, I'm going to do in Riviera line on Thursday, Cardiff on Friday. And don't know where on Saturday. I want to go somewhere next Saturday, trainee, but don't know where yet. I'm quite decided. Right, stop at Birmingham New Street. Now the only thing with this is, because they've only got this route going in and out of Birmingham New Street, the only trains you see are 323s and not that many of them. I'd love the fact that even if they were just static, they could put some other trains in this. Oh, there you go, Michael. Yeah, into New Street we come. Going underground. And then out the other side. It's actually a really good representation of New Street as well. Albeit it would be busier than this. Unlock right. Yeah, that livery looks so good. Good job there, Crispy. Wait until 8:25. I can do that because it's only 5 seconds away. So we're actually on time as well. That can't be right. I must be broken. Right, Aston next. And out we go. Does look good. I was actually stood up here as well. That glass bit you can see over there in the distance. I actually stood there. I think Crispy posted a picture in the Discord that he took from up there. So very Inception. I make our way out slowly. Yeah, someone said to me yesterday, or was it the day before yesterday? I don't know. Anyway, would I you know, they can see me not doing Train Sim Classic and just sticking with Train Sim World. Yeah, I think I'm going to be doing more Train Sim World. I still like Train Sim Classic, but going back to Train Sim Classic after spending time in this, it's like, does my fan work? It does work. It was on earlier. I'll put it on if you're a bit hot, shall I? Where was it? That one. There you go. Out of the tunnel we come. Towards Aston. Another train coming towards us. I love the fact that when you use a livery, the AI uses that same livery. But that's the site. That's where HS2 is being built. So that's where that'll enter Birmingham and exit Birmingham. Up on Luray's section. It just looks really good, doesn't it? Not just the train and livery, but the whole route. Well, that's what I was just saying. I think I did say a few months ago that if I had to do one sim and one sim only, it'd be Train Sim Classic. I'm not sure now because there's been some really good stuff for this. And, you know, this is what, my 5th Train Sim stream in a week? So, yeah, kind of liking it. So yeah, I think Train Sim World is about one train every half, so 2 trains an hour, I think it is. But there's a fast train as well. But it's a really good route. I like the 323. So after going on one, the audio is really good. Alright, slowing. So we've got a 45 and then we've got a red. We're obviously following something, probably a train. So the red's after the station. I'm going to turn that fan off. There we go. Noisy flipping thing. Aston, home of the expressway. I'm not late. A few seconds late looking at the timetable. About 10 seconds. That's not bad. That's pretty much on time. You bought a neck fan. I just sit and get moist. I say don't give you very long to get on and off the train, do they? Alright. Gravelly hill. 1.1 miles. We've got 20 approaching. Well, we're not. It's not approaching. We're approaching it. That's not how it works. Looked at doing that on Wednesday, Great Western. So go down to New Forest on Wednesday. And thought about coming back up to Salisbury and then doing something, which we still might do. Right, forwards. Yeah, very much recommend this route. For me, it's got the right balance of stops. It's an hour and a quarter, I think, from end to end. So you're not going like miles and miles between stops, but they're not like every like less than a mile. So you got a couple of longer runs. A really, really good route, really well detailed. Thank you very much. All right, 900 of the yards. So yeah, tonight back with some farming in multiplayer on our multiplayer farm. Makes sense. Tomorrow lunchtime, going to be doing some Railway Empire 2. I've got a week off work, so some additional streams come. Well, sort of. Railway Empire 2 tomorrow lunchtime. Tomorrow night, going to give Derail Valley a go. And then back on Tuesday night with, well, the plan is some Train Sim Classic, but I might end up back on this. And then taking a few days off. Got a week off, so going out and about for a few days on actual trains. Then we'll be back again on Sunday. Right, in we come. Well, no, I said this earlier, Michael. It's not about trains for me. It's about travel. I enjoy travelling and I enjoy transport. So although it's part of the getting somewhere, it's more about the getting there. I do like the getting on and off transport, but I quite enjoy arriving at a place, certainly somewhere new. This is a 323. And not about, I'm not a train geek. I'll say I'm actually really envious of Ethan, who's currently on a train between London and Edinburgh. I've already done that as far as York last year, so I'm very, very jealous of his trip. Hello there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Railfan, thanks for the follow. I like a bit of architecture. I like architecture and engineering, so I do look at the architecture of stations, and I love the engineering aspect as well. So it's a mix of everything for me. We're actually going to the new station. The new Marsh Barton station opens on Tuesday. I'll be there on Thursday, so it'll be very much cookie cutter station, I'm guessing. But yeah, it's the actual engineering aspect, and I'm going to stop at Dawlish as well when I go down to Paignton on Tuesday, because obviously all the work that's been going on at Dawlish station and doing the seawall and stuff. So I'm going to stop there and look at the engineering aspect to that. It was actually a really interesting YouTube video that I watched the other day where they're installing the footbridge at Dawlish. So that's all part of it for me. So it's pretty much everything rolled into one. Yeah, I've never done it by train. I've been to Paignton loads of times. I've never been down there by train. So I do know to sit on the left. So that's Thursday. Come from Redditch, I do. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the zoo. Oh, yeah. Well, that was one of my plans for this week, was to do the Heart of Wales line, because there was a period of time where I didn't think Ethan would be able to come with me. I also booked tickets to go down to do Penzance this week, but didn't really want to do that on my own. Oh, that's quite cool. So yeah, I will do the Heart of Wales line. We actually looked yesterday at the West Midlands Rover thing that goes down as far as Stratford and across to Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury's really nice to walk around, so I think that's going to happen over the next couple of months as well. One random Saturday we'll be doing Birmingham and out to Shrewsbury. So, you know, it's a cheap day out. Right, Chester Road is next. But yeah, the Heart of Wales line, looking at Jeff's videos, I got nothing planned. Well, I planned on going to Spain during a week off in September. I'm now toying with doing the Heart of Wales line, staying in a hotel in Shrewsbury, and just spending a couple of days going up and down the Heart of Wales line. So I think that might be happening. I think also this week, going to be doing a request stop for the first time down in Devon. So yeah, actually quite a good, a really good week off planned. I got no plans on going to Blackpool. Yeah, the Exmouth line. Yeah, because we're getting a Devon Day Rover thing to go from Axminster down. So we'll be in doing Paynton, doing Torquay, and then the purple one's got a whole itinerary planned. We'll get back to Salisbury at like 9:20, I think, on Thursday night. And then I'm on the train to Cardiff at like 9 o'clock on Friday morning. Which is why no streams. Wild green. Wild green. The purple Git passed you an hour ago. Yeah, he's on his way to Edinburgh. Yeah, the day range is brilliant, so we're going to make use. Probably I can't use it because we've got a 2 together rail card. We can't use that till after 9:30. So, which is why we're coming back later so we can make the most of it. Can I post some train vlogs? I'm not really a vlogger. I have thought about it a few times, but not really my thing. Because I'd have to edit, and I don't do that. No one wants to see me waffling about trains. Wild Green Station. I'll stick with doing them virtually. Well, the purple weirdo's me with me for 4 days. I pick him up at 8:30 on Wednesday morning and pack him back home again at 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. We are still on time, which is really worrying. McDonald's every day. No, he was here Friday. No McDonald's, and didn't eat any chocolate either. Forgot a good pie and mashes. Oh, can't believe it. I haven't mashed for ages. Right, Sutton Coldfield next. So a few stations left to go. I'm loving the fact that the AI is also using the Pride livery. That's so good. So yeah, stations get a bit more. Yeah, no chocolate and didn't want McDonald's. Well, he did have when he got home yesterday, because we had a sandwich in Bromsgrove, and then that was at, what time was that? 2:30, something like that. And then I dropped him home at like 7 o'clock, so he hadn't eaten. So by the time I got home, he did send me a picture saying he had a McDonald's. I'm sure I had the right Ethan. I think so. I haven't been in the spare room yet. There could be chocolate wrappers like all over the floor in the spare room. That's my job for tomorrow. Right, Sutton Coldfield. Yes, we did. The possible plan for Saturday. But that's weather and tiredness depending. I should let him do the hoovering. Loading passengers. Welcome to Sutton Coldfield. I've said this before, as annoying as he comes across, I wouldn't spend 4 days with him if we didn't get along. He's actually really good company. Four Oaks next up. When's the adoption process starting? He's already said he can see himself moving to Swindon. So is that pretty much the same day that I move away from Swindon? And the country now. Newcastle claimed independence. Well, he wants to work on the railways, doesn't he? And where he lives, he can't really, isn't a hub starting point, but Swindon is. It's like, okay. Right, Four Oaks. Yeah, you do forget until you actually go on these routes in Train Sim how good they are. quite a few trains now running. Passing one at pretty much every station. And we are arriving at Four Oaks. Sunderland. Wow, yeah, it don't give you much time to get on and off. It's like being on the underground. Where are the Oaks? Well, it's not them, because there's more of them. There must be 4 of them somewhere. Obviously goes back to what he's originally called, I suppose. So it must only be, it's an hour and 10-minute route. So there must only be a few stops left because we're roughly on time. Yeah, really good route. So I think there are other bits of this. I don't think it's just, I don't know, I could be wrong. I don't think it's just a straight up and down Lichfield to Bromsgrove to Lichfield to Bromsgrove. I think there are a couple of little sticky out bits, as it were. I can't remember the bits. I can't think, words are hard. Yeah, definitely a good choice of route for them to do. And a really well modelled train. Early. Well, not really. By the time I stopped, 2 seconds late. Well, it'll hold you. If you arrive at a station too early anyway, it will hold you here. So it keeps you on time. And I quite like that, rather than allowing me to be ridiculously early. Now we've got to wait for 10 seconds. It is always best to arrive early in life, rather than be late. Yeah, so don't forget, I don't normally stream on a Sunday night, but tonight we'll be back with some farming. About 6 o'clock. I don't think he'll let you drive away. Up to a massive 50 miles an hour, which is not bad for a cross city line. So we only did New Street to Bromsgrove and back to New Street last night, yesterday afternoon, whenever it was, yesterday afternoon. We're actually keeping to timetable. There's definitely something wrong with me. I like the Birmingham accent, as I got family from there, and I spent a lot of time in Birmingham in my youth. Every weekend I was there for like, blimey, 12, 15 years. God, yeah, 15 years, pretty much every weekend was in Birmingham. So I used to come home sometimes. If I took a week off when up there, I'd come home with a bit of a Birmingham twang. Double prideage. Alright, lock doors. So yeah, we'll look and see what we've got on the timetable after this. And see if there's anywhere that goes anywhere. That makes sense. Anywhere that goes anywhere. Somewhere that goes other than... I don't know words. To go somewhere that goes other than the places... I'm doing Pride. There was Pride in London last night, which the original plan was to go to, but because Ethan had to get back to go to Edinburgh today, we didn't. It's Pride in Brighton on the 4th of August, which I would actually like to go to. So that may be a thing. Just go down for the day, see what's going on. All right, Amya. Yeah, cheers, Michael. Thanks for the sub. Right, towards Shenston. So stations are getting a bit further apart out here. Oh, I tried my strimmer earlier, by the way. I bought a strimmer that comes with a metal saw blade on it. Holy crap. That's, yeah, wow. It does a job. Blimey. I've still got my limbs. So yeah, I started going around the patio, but the batteries didn't come fully charged, so I've got to charge the batteries up. But that's one for tomorrow. So I plan on getting the spare room ready to go in the skip. I got a skip coming Tuesday. So tomorrow morning, got to drop the car off at its MOT, and then walk back home. So I should be home about 8 AM. And then it's get myself in the spare room, get everything bagged up, ready to go in the skip on Tuesday. Stream at lunchtime. After the lunchtime stream, go out in the garden with the strimmer. And then walk back and pick the car up. And then Tuesday morning, dump the contents of the spare room in a skip. And then go sofa shopping before I spend then 4 days with Ethan on trains. Right, we are arriving at Shenston. I actually did find a nice sofa I liked at IKEA. So it may be a me borrowing a van from work scenario and taking a drive to IKEA on maybe next Saturday or something. Oh yeah, I was actually looking on Auto Trader this morning at XFs. I quite like the XE though, the little one. Lichfield City. Next and final stop, 3 miles. Is that Lichfield? No, Lichfield City, then Lichfield Trent Valley. Although the mighty Mondeo yesterday, faultless. Shot up to Leamington Spa, Gaydon, Leamington Spa, and then Leamington Spa straight down the M40 into London. Didn't even get out, didn't stop the engine. Kicked Purple Boy out, and then London back down the motorway to Swindon. Didn't miss a beat. So far, I think I've done 600, just over 600 miles on this tank of fuel. Considering it's now on 156,000 miles, it's yeah, I love it. MOT tomorrow, hopefully it passes, and service as well. Oh, that's not good, Derek. Oh, that's some lag. There we go. Yeah, it's passed every other MOT. Had it serviced last year. Should do, as the mileage gets higher on a car, you should service them more often, really. Right, down into Lichfield City. And then Lichfield Trent Valley. And then we'll see what other timetable runs we can do. Yeah, I do like that livery. Good job there, Crispy. Yeah, so Ethan's in, well, I'm guessing in Scotland now. Crispy's in Birmingham. Derek's in Doncaster. Everyone's all over the place. Oh, see. Precision train driving that was. Don't know, have I ever been to Lichfield? Been to Lichfield? Don't think I have. And we arrive at Lichfield City, where the passengers get about 8 seconds to get off the train. There we go. I'll wait until 9:01 and 30 seconds. We'll give them a bit of time to get on and off then. I'll have a jelly baby while we're waiting. Yeah, and it's pride livery done by Crispy from the community as well. I did think, and I said this yesterday, we went from Moore Street to New Street. Me being gay as I am, all for pride, equality, all that, not got an issue with it. I did think yesterday that, Birmingham have probably gone a bit too far. Everything was rainbow. It's like, really? Railings, steps. It's like, okay, yeah, all right, we get it, Birmingham. You're supportive. Great, thank you. But, come on, just tone it down a little bit. All right, a mile to go to Lichfield, Trent Valley. Well, yeah, I just, I'm in agreement with it, but it's everywhere you looked. When at Tesco's this morning, it was just like Pride everywhere. Okay, no, it's Pride Month. Thank you. Brilliant. Yep, cheers. Pride Month, but there are Pride events in June, July and August. How is that Pride Month? Oh, hang on. Got a red. It's Pride Summer. Well, yeah. As I said, there's a number of people in the community that are part of the LGBT plus community, which is brilliant. And I love the fact that we attract everybody and are inclusive to everybody in the community, and the days out, none of that ever becomes a factor, and everyone's really just open about everything, which is awesome. Which, you couldn't be 10 years ago. We're not discriminative unless you're a bus weirdo. Then, I'm sorry, but we haven't got any time for you. So, sorry, Crispy. Who, when we jumped on a solo as part of Busfest yesterday. Crispy was recording the journey. I think that was almost the point where I was just going to kick him from the community. There we go. The full line run pretty much is done. Off to Cornwall. Yeah. Well, again, I got a ticket booked to do Penzance this coming Thursday, but Ethan couldn't come down there with me and didn't want to travel on my own. So going to Devon instead. Can we do high speed? Not on the Cross City, we can't. Right. So let's look at the timetable run then. We'll do the 323 again. So there's Redditch to Lichfield. So we could do that. So we did Bromsgrove to Lichfield. So hang on, can we do Lichfield to Redditch? Yes, we can. Lichfield to Redditch. So that takes a different arm and then goes to Redditch rather than Bromsgrove. So we start at Lichfield Station rather than Lichfield Trent. Hang on. So we can go Lichfield Station. Oh, hang on, we can go Lichfield Trent Valley to Redditch. Let's do that. Let's do Lichfield then to Redditch. So we start where we just finished, but then go to Redditch instead of to thing. Well, Or do we do Bromsgrove to Four Oaks? See, that's a different bit as well. So there's Redditch, there's Bromsgrove. Redditch to Four Oaks? Actually, no, we'll do Redditch to Four Oaks, because that's a whole different bit. So we haven't done Four Oaks, we haven't done Redditch. We'll do Redditch to Four Oaks. There we go, decision made. Took long enough. That should be just about right time-wise as well. We are now at Redditch. Right, shove my thing in, open the windows, we get some audio. Headlights are on day, tail lights are off, unlock doors. So yeah, Redditch. So where do we go? Let's have a look then. So Redditch, Alvechurch, Barnt Green, Longbridge, Northfield, Kings Norton, Bourneville, Selly Oak, University, Five Ways, New Street, Duddeston, Aston, Gravely Hill, Erdington, Chester Road, Wild Green, Sutton Coldfield, Four Oaks. So yeah, a bit of it's the same. At least you go back through New Street again, but different destinationi. Yeah, and this does look like the 323. We were sat here for the last journey. It's really, I love the fact that when they get the modelling right and when they get the audio right, it's right. It's so good. I love this new Sims and stuff thing that Crispy's done as well. That looks, excuse me, I was walking there. That looks really good as well. Right, get ourselves ready to depart towards Four Oaks. Wait until 8:32 and 0 seconds. Right, Alvechurch next. I love just that distinctive noise from these things, from the traction motors. It's not the same as being on a diesel. Obviously, going back to Cardiff as I am on Friday, going to do the Cardiff Bay shuttle because that's back on again, which is like 3 minutes between Cardiff Bay and Cardiff Queen Street. Going to do the what is currently a northern train going down to Barry Island, because that's become a tradition now. Every time we go to Cardiff, got to do Barry Island. So that's going to be a thing. And then I think we're going to do in the airport and a couple of other runs. So again, we've got a whole day in Cardiff on Friday. Just got to find something to do on Saturday. Right, 2 and a bit miles down to Alvechurch. We got a 40 coming up. What's the maximum speed of this thing? 90. Well, getting up to 70 would be quite nice, because we're going slightly uphill, but really nice to be out in the countryside. Yeah, it's definitely a really good route. The fact that you've got these little extra bits, branches, that's what I was trying to think of, off the main route, so you haven't got to start and stop at the same place all the time. Oh, let's slow down. It's a fairly frequent service then, because I've just left and there's a train already a couple of miles out from Redditch. Unless it'll sit there and turn around for a little while. Alright, slowly. And stop. It's not bad. 5 seconds late. I'm just too good at this. Or it's just holding me to timetable. It's one of those. I'm not going to admit which is right. It's definitely me being too good at this. Alright, Barn Green. .25 as we leave the station. Well, why is it just because we merge? Oh, we go back to single track. Okay. And then to a 40. There's something about a single track line that I think is just really appealing. It has that feeling that, you know, you are out in the wilderness somewhere. Right, 15 before we enter the station. Let's slow down naturally as much as we can. You don't use duck brakes. We got a red at the end of the platform by the looks of things. So it must be something else waiting to come in. Which I suppose is right, because we last passed a train and we left Redditch. So if the frequency is about right, we should pass a train somewhere around here. See why it's this speed now. It's quite a tight curve. Well, not overly tight, but it's curvy. And will this be right? Will we wait for another train to come through? Still be roughly on time as well, with 20 seconds to go. And now it's going to hold us again because we're early. Well, light's gone green though. That's okay. So maybe it wasn't anything in front of me then, or coming the other way rather. We're on time. There shouldn't be another train in front of me holding me up. But we will stand and wait. We'll sit and wait. We will wait. That's what we'll do. Tell you what, we'll wait, shall we? We'll do the waiting game. Actually, yeah, it may have done. Yeah, it might have crossed in front of us. Right, Longbridge. Yeah, so this is a spur off, isn't it? So now we're joining back onto the line we were just on. So it could be a train was going to Lichfield. I'm guessing it would have been down there. So yeah, we probably had to wait for a train to go down and through. As long as we're not now following something, we're okay. Or do we spur off? I don't know. At least we can get a bit of speed up now before we get to the 30 coming up. Double yellow. Single yellow. So you might get a red. Well, we're going to get it to 80. Alright, red. Braking. Okay, I overbraked. Although, yeah, still got this red in front of us. Where's the station? The other side of it. So he must be behind something now. Oh, green and track change. Over time we come off at the station because we're changing over to the slow line. Slow line? Slow lane. Slow line? I was right the first time. You know, the other track, the slow one. I'm guessing that might have been a spur that used to go off into the car plant at Longbridge, because that would have had its own rail line. I'm gutted I never got to go on a pacer. I think even going on one on a preserved line isn't going to be the same because it won't get to the same speed, will it? Went to 8:49. That's a whole minute away. Hello. Good morning. That's... Oh God, I've done a thing. Don't tell anyone. Don't. No, I'll keep quiet. Well, lovely day. Good morning. Is it morning? It is still morning. Good morning. Cold Australia. Yeah, but it's not actually cold. Close the door. Quick, close the door. Thank you. Wait for 10 more seconds and then we can depart. Right, Northfield next. I said to the guys yesterday, because I spent a long time in Birmingham in my youth, I actually want to go back and go around some of the places I spent a lot of time at. One of which was at Northfield. There's a pub, I don't know if it's still there, called the Merritt's Brook. I got thrown out of it once. I was young. Was it dark? It probably was, actually. The boring has changed. I remember the old boring with the market underneath and stuff. But yeah, yesterday it was just like the same as any other big shopping centre. It was the same. It's the same as Cribs. It's the same as every other town centre shopping centre. There was nothing in the boring that made it sort of stand out to me yesterday. You appear to be getting closer to the Scotland place. Good, you stay up there. I expect to see a picture of you in a kilt. We have arrived at Northfield. Passengers are very quickly getting on and off the train. Quick! Just throw the children on board before the doors shut. Oh, wait till 8:54? Oh, God. Okay, fine. What if I'm going to do a thing? Throw the kids on but run away and leave them. Is that what I should do with you later in the week then, Ethan? Oh, hang on. I didn't do that. Nothing to see there. Building a bigger, better railway. Really? Yep. I need some help. I need somebody. Not just anybody. That's... Yep, can't read that. Can't read. It's too... Nope, can't read that. No smoking, vaping or bog snorkeling. I'm sorry, what now? No smoking, vaping or bog snorkeling on platforms or trains. Okay. We like to think we have a sense of humour, but the happiness of all our passengers is something we take very seriously. So please treat each other with courtesy and respect by observing our no smoking or vaping rules. We don't have that many. Bog snorkeling. Oh God, I placed a map. Stop doing that. No, I don't want to give up control. I'm waiting for you to get me back on the timetable. What have we got round here? Anything? Tickets, please. Oh, that's... Yeah, I accidentally did a thing. Please use provided flotation device when snorkeling in a bog. Right, we shall continue on. What happens if you do bog snorkel? You won't be allowed on the train because you'll be in flippers and stuff. Do I need help? Yes, very much so. Locking doors. Do I smell toast? I had crumpets earlier, not toast. Right, Kings Norton, 1.5 miles. Yeah, really liking this line. So going on it yesterday as I did in real life. So almost makes me want to do the rest of it now. Alright, we got a 40 mile an hour. So we'll do the slowlying. That's what it's called, slowlying. Yeah, slowlying. As we approach Kings Norton. So back in through New Street and then out the other side. So this time's doing Redditch to wherever it was we were going to that isn't Redditch. Lichfield? Yeah, Redditch to Lichfield. Last time we did Bromsgrove to somewhere. No, Lichfield is where we went last time. This is Redditch to somewhere else. I wasn't paying attention. Four Oaks, that's the one. It's written on the front of the train, everything. Four Oaks. See, I'm glad you were paying attention. I wasn't. I don't remember these things. There's too many things to do the remembering of. I paid. I better get there. There's no guarantee. I find it concerning that the driver doesn't know where he's going. I hope everyone's filled in the next of kin card. If you kindly fill out the details of your next of kin on that card, we'll know who to contact in the event of your untimely death on this journey. If you also like to complete any usernames, credit card numbers, PIN numbers, passwords, etc., we'll make use of those as well. For your convenience, we have already ticked the Simpson Stuff life insurance box, and whatever you do, don't read the small print. There we go. See, hopefully everyone's completed one of those and we'll be fine. It's a bonus to arrive alive. Right. Bourneville. Bourneville, where the chocolate is. That's why Ethan's keen to do that. Do you not... Surely you, of all people, Ethan, should understand how rails work. The driver doesn't really get any say as to where he goes. He relies on the signally type person. And the, the switchy pointy person. The next station stop will be Bourneville. I don't know where I'm going, but the train will take me there. I don't need to know where I'm going. I just need to know where the next stop is. I need a stop countdown nav. A nav countdown stop thing. A stop nav. Nav, the place that tells me where the next stoppy place is. Nav. One of those. That's what I need. Do a U-turn. Turn right. Turn around when it's safe to do so. Take your clothes off. We are now arriving at Bourneville. Arrgh. Welcome to Chocolate Town. Yeah, Crispy's definitely done a really good job with his livery. Have I now turned into a dog? Yes. Envious of what dogs can do that I can't, despite trying. Lock doors. 1.1 miles to Selly Oak. Been to Selly Oak Hospital a few times. To what my treat is. Throw me a stick. So has Ethan officially left the country yet, or has it not happened? Because I'm waiting to, to cheer. Right, got 50 limits, heading back in towards New Street. Then out to the side towards Four Oaks. See, I remember where we were going. Past the canal, or over the canal. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now arriving at Selly Oak. The hospital is over there. The thing that looks like a hospital. It is quite full of people that aren't very well, generally, or having the baby things, those sort of people. Like me, well, that aren't very well. That's mentally. I suppose there is a mental area. Starpad University, Platform 1. Yeah, really liking this. Route's really nice. I definitely like the 323. Tonight, though, we are back with some farming. I haven't done that for a week. So 6 o'clock, we'll be here to do the farming simulator thing. Tomorrow lunchtime, I'll be here with something. I was going to do some Railway Empire 2. I will see. Tomorrow night, though, going to tackle some Derail Valley. And then we're back on Tuesday night for either some Train Sim World 3 or Train Sim Classic. So expect Train Sim World 3. And then taking a few days off, going out and about myself for a few days with that there, Ethan. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'll be out on trains. So we're back on Sunday lunchtime next week with some more farming. He's heading to Edinburgh. Passengers get about 34 seconds. Yeah, he's on a Zoomer. The Pride Zoomer as well, I think. Between Newcastle and Edinburgh currently. I could probably tell you if he's on Snapchat where his location is. He's got an umbrella up. That's something. Not far from... Well, the last Snapchat location showed him not far from Berwick. Which is the border. But that was a couple of minutes ago, I think. So he could be very close to the border by now. Yeah, I think that's where he is. He's approaching Berwick. Right, Five Ways is next. So Five Ways, then into New Street. Yeah, he's approaching Berwick. 1S10. That's him. Right, a mile and a half. Yeah, definitely a really nice route. If anyone's looking for a good route for Train Sim World 3, I can absolutely recommend Birmingham Cross City. Like an hour and a quarter run across and a couple of different versions of that route, all of which do this same middle section, but a couple of different start end points. So Redditch, Lichfield, and then Four Oaks and Bromsgrove. So yeah, not one that you get bored with easily. And obviously you can switch it up and stick another train on this route as well, which I may have to do at some point. I think see how the 166 copes. I don't know what the UK routes haven't done for a while. If I was going to do one tomorrow, Tuesday instead of Train Sim Classic. Actually, no, I could do on Tuesday. No, I'll do Train Sim Classic on Tuesday because I can do the one that goes down to Lymington, which is what I'm doing on Wednesday. So maybe I could do that on Tuesday. So I did the Riviera line last week, and I'm doing that on Thursday. I'm doing the Lymington branch on Wednesday, so I could do that on Tuesday. It's a shame that none of the stuff we're doing in Cardiff on Friday is in this. And don't know yet where we're going to end up on Saturday. It'll be somewhere. I will be on a train on Saturday, but not on Sunday. I could really annoy Ethan tomorrow and just go and get on a train somewhere, couldn't I? Welcome to Five Ways. No. There won't be a thing you could do about it because you're so far away. No, I got a load of stuff to do tomorrow. Spare room sorting tomorrow. And garden strimming. And car MOTing and servicing and stuff. Actually got quite a busy day tomorrow and streaming twice. Right, into New Street. I could go to McDonald's without him tomorrow though. So I'll be walking past one in the morning on the way back from dropping the car off. Considering he's had 2 McDonald's in the space of about sort of 15 hours. And I'm sure that won't be his last over the next couple of days. Larwood is playing Command and Conquer. Blimey, Larwood. That's a blast from the past. He's obviously not watching the stream, but it's a blast from the past. Into the darkness we go. Yeah, why would I watch the stream? I remember playing Command and Conquer over LAN years ago with a mate of mine. And I would just get absolutely annihilated. He was just building up an army while I was doing God knows what I was doing. And he'd do the same in Settlers as well. We used to play Settlers over network. That I'd be, you know, building forests and doing all that sort of stuff, and he'd just be amassing an army, and then we just attack me and just wipe me out. You don't enjoy it in multiplayer. I'm not a fan of those sort of battle. Well, I'm not very good at them, probably. I like the sort of infrastructure type thing with those. I said I wouldn't be looking at City Skylines 2, whatever it's called, but I probably will end up with that. I think that could be quite stream worthy. Well, that would be the same as playing me in multiplayer though, Larwood, wouldn't it? But it would probably be easier. We are arriving at New Street, where I was yesterday. So yeah, I'm going to do the Lymington bit on Tuesday then, because I'll be there on Wednesday. Really? You're going to... Okay. Border crossed. Yay! Hang on. I will add balloons to the top corner of the screen now because he left the country. Oh, open the wrong doors. Forget that. Yeah, I know, open the wrong doors. I got confused. You can't call me that. He's gone. He's left the country. Woohoo! Celebrate good times. Come on. Freedom, peace. We physically got... He's left the country. We have peace for 3 days. Hang on. I got confused by the doors, didn't I? Oops. Wait until 9:15. Okay, we can do that. Train after me. He's 10 minutes behind. So every 10 minutes then. Okay. Good morning. Oh, hang on. What's this? No, I don't want to start this no problem scenario. Okay, we'll just run. Oh, hang on. That's a problem. Bear with me. I can't. Hang on, I'm gonna have to do this. Bear with. Oh, scary. Okay, we're all right. Nothing to see there. Well, stupid escalator's going the wrong way. Right, Duddeston next. We're fine. We're on the move again. We're okay. Well, it's not. The escalators are running the wrong way. It's not my fault. I need to turn the escalators around. Can you go back to England? The signal here is crap. No, you stay up there. Right, so we got two. Actually, it worked out. We got 2.5 days. Well, technically, in about 2 days' time, Ethan will be leaving Scotland. So we got two full days of him being in Scotland. So he can sell his tractor in Farm Sim. There's a load of chocolate in my fridge I need to eat because he didn't eat any the other day. I think he's not coming back the same way. He's not coming back from Edinburgh. He's coming back from Glasgow. So it's not like Michael's going to be on his train or anything, or the chance of Michael being on his train. You're not selling my purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Right, up and over we go, down into Duddeston. So good. So good. So yeah, Stream Club after this. We're back tonight with some farming. Tomorrow lunchtime, something. I don't know if we will do Railway Empire 2. But it'll be something tomorrow lunchtime. Tomorrow night, I'm going to do some Derail Valley. I'm going to start again with that because that's had a big update. And I'll be back on Tuesday night with some Train Sim Classic, doing the line going down to Lymington. Because I'll actually be doing that line on Wednesday. And then no streams then for a few days. I won't be here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday or Saturday. So 4 days off. Then we're back on Sunday lunchtime next week doing some more farming. Hi, airliners. So I shall be out and about on trains myself for a few days. We're about 30 seconds late now, so it's not going to hold me, which is good. Wish someone would. Locking doors. You will. You're in Scotland. What good's that? Seven hours to Swindon. Nipping out, Mum. We're back in about 14 hours. Alright, won't go too quickly because you've got a 45. Yeah, say having was on the 323 yesterday doing this route, and they sound exactly like this. They've completely nailed the audio. Shame there wasn't one in a Pride livery yesterday, which looks really good. Well, Ethan was trying to convince me yesterday to get the train to Scotland with him. When we came back from York, he abandoned his mum. It's actually quite... I'm going to embarrass Ethan now. It's actually quite sweet, okay? We went to York. I was on a train going north an hour ahead of him. But we came back on the same train. Back into London. He had seats reserved, so did I. He was sat with his mum and his mum's friend. I was on my own. He actually got as far as the carriage door of the carriage I was in, but was too scared to come and sit with me. So he got all nervous, so went back and spent the rest of the journey with his mum. But yeah, he was trying to encourage me to go with him. I don't think his mother would have been too impressed. I am very envious of his trip today, though. Gravely Hill next, 1.1 miles, as we make our way to Four Oaks, where when we arrive, we will end. Yeah, we did. I got off the train, went to get on the Circle Line, and looked to my left as the train was due to come into the station. There was Ethan, and he got off at Baker Street, I think. I was heading for Paddington. That was a brilliant day. Hi, Armand. I actually want to repeat that day, although not all of the Rowan Museum's open. I actually want to repeat that this December. What is this game? Train Sim World 3. Right, Gravely Hill, 0.8 miles. Am I a pro? Oh, God, no. No, 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 no. I'm an idiot. This lot will tell you that. I am. This is a game? No, no, this is real life. Who's to say that the life you're living isn't a game? Like that film where people are AI. It was actually quite a good film. We are now arriving at Gravely Hill. Utter professionalism. Can I change the train skin? A, not during a journey anyway, and B, no, because it's cool.
May be clamped or removed without warning. Short and long stay parking is available as this
Short and long stay parking is available at this station. Good to know. I come by train. Wait until 9:26 and 0 of the seconds. I should go and say a quick hello to my people. Hello, my people. Okay, you lot. Hello. Why is it multiple colours? Because it's a Pride delivery. I don't know, I've said hello. That's as much as they're going to get. Locked doors. Good. Keep them in. Next up, Erdington. Yeah, that audio is perfect. Right, a mile to Erdington. Then we've got Chester Road, Wild Green, Sutton Coldfield, and 4 Oaks to go. Then we shall be done. But have no fear. Don't miss me too much. I'll be back this evening at 6. Like a news reporter. Did you realise you boarded your first train 6.5 hours ago? Okay. Thanks for that. Well, later this week, I think the time difference between getting on the first train and getting off the last train is going to be nearly 12 hours. It does actually sound like this. Yeah, it's actually really cool. I was going to hold us here now till 9:29 because we can't go departing with the earliness. That's just not allowed. Wait until 9:29. So yeah, after this, back tonight with some farming. Tomorrow lunchtime with something. Don't know quite what yet. Tomorrow night, though, I'm going to be doing some Derail Valley, starting from the beginning on that, because that's had a big update. Tuesday night, I'll be here with some train sim going down to Lymington. And as I said, taking a few days off then, so won't be back until next Sunday, where it'll be more farming. And then back to normal streaming.
Oh, yeah.
Normal streaming schedule next week. Spill that name 078. Thank you very much for the follow. You know what your name is. You're the one that thought of it. Right, Chester Road next. It's Dutch. You're sorry. You're sorry you're Dutch? Or you're sorry your name's Dutch? If you're Dutch, then having a Dutch name would make sense. Can we call you Fred? You say Spike. But why didn't you put Spike then? Instead of the whole adding a J and an R in there. That's just confusing matters. We're easily confused because we're quite thick. Because Spijker is Dutch for Spike. Well, that just makes no sense. Although we realised that the Welsh can't spell the word bus. They put a W in there for some strange reason. Well, that's Gaelic, that's why. Which, no. No, that's not. No. As in the language, as not as in a gay lick. That's a whole different thing. Just because we've got the Pride livery up. Wait until 9:31. It's what? Locked doors. I may not be here later. I might now be going to Scotland. No. Wild Green next. Getting back on track. Keeping it PG. Yeah, what a brilliant route this is. And the next station, not very far away. Just down there, in fact. The only problem with its livery is you can't get far enough away from the train to read it because there's low trees in the way. So you get side on and you can't read it because of the flipping trees. It does say Pride. And there's another one. And looking left. Rather than right. Well, I suppose you timed it right and they opened their other door. I need to get off this train, get on that one. Wait until 9:33. That's now. Okay, this can't be right. If I'm being kept to a timetable, I'm not having that. I'm not happy about that. Stop at the next location, Sutton Coldfield. Get a little bit of speed up, not a huge amount, but and then slowlying back down to a 35. What, pronouncing Spike? We had a rather famous Spike here. That's because those letters, SPIJKR, what? No. Right, we are arriving at Sutton Coldfield, which is quite bendy. Not Sutton Coldfield, the station. Platform thing. Am I going to get this for the next two? Can I just block Ethan on every bit of social media and his phone? for like the next 2 days. Would that be cruel? No. Damn it. Okay, I'll block Crispy instead. Lock doors. Four Oaks, final stop then is next. The end of the, well, not the end of the line necessarily, but the end of the journey. And then consequently the end of this dream. Spiker, as in, well, no, I was about to say as in the car, but that's SPY, isn't it? KER. That's Dutch as well, isn't it? Right, 0.9 of a mile. Yeah, what a brilliant route. I haven't been disappointed with any route in the last couple of months from Train Sim World. Really, really enjoyable. And certainly the UK stuff I'm absolutely loving. I got a red ahead. Red light spells red. Thing is, we were discussing this yesterday because we're idiots and weirdos. There must be their list is so long of routes that they probably want to do, that there's too many, and they can't do them all. I think their biggest markets are the UK, Germany, and America. So they're going to do routes that are suited to those markets. There's a lot of UK stuff. There's a lot of German stuff. There's a few bits of American stuff. But there must just be so many. They go, oh, that's a great line. Certainly in the UK, you know, how many little picturesque lines are there that are about an hour long? There's so many. You know, for me locally, I'd love to see them do Swindon to Gloucester or Swindon to Cheltenham, because that run up through Stonehouse, Kemble, Stroud, it's so nice. I actually can't wait to take Ethan on that route. So, you know, and there's so many lines like that around the country, but there's only so many resources they've got. There's only so many routes they can bring out in a year. Anyway, into Four Oaks we come. Yeah, what a brilliant route. Been a fan of it since it came out, but yeah, doing it again. It's quite nice going back to a route I haven't done for a while. This is the last stop. Well, the buffers are at the end, so yeah. And there we go. So we've done Bromsgrove to Lichfield Trent Valley, and then Redditch to Four Oaks. Hour and 25, no, hour and 10 minutes rather, 25 miles. What a brilliant route. Really, really is. Glossop line we've done a lot over the last week. That's awesome as well. So yeah, more Train Sim World 3 to come in a couple of weeks' time, unless I end up doing some of this tomorrow lunchtime. We'll see. But there we go. I will be back. I don't normally stream on a Sunday night, but I'll be back this evening with a couple of people on the farm doing some of the farmy things. That's going to be about 6 o'clock. And then back tomorrow lunchtime with something. And tomorrow evening, I'm going to be doing Derail Valley. And then back on Tuesday evening, doing the line down into Lymington. Because I'll be doing that myself on Wednesday, which I'm really looking forward to. Yeah, then taking a few days break next week, out and about on trains, so we're back then on Sunday. But there we go. So thanks to you lot in chat for keeping me company for the last 2.5 hours, and to these people as well. So thanks to the moderation team, to Spike, Railfan and Simmer Ryan for following, and Michael for resubscribing. Thank you very, very much indeed. And Ethan, obviously, for keeping us updated minute by minute with his progress up the country. He's now further away. It's great. There we go. I'll be back at 6 o'clock tonight for some more of the farming thing. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.